So now we're going to learn how to assign a value to a variable in a template. And that looks like this, right? So here's my template, and here's the value which I've passed into my template. I'm taking that value and using the short declaration operator, I'm assigning it to a variable in my template. And so those of you who are coming from PHP are going to feel happy that we get to use $signs to access our variables again, right? But I assigned that value to a variable, and now I can access that variable anywhere on my template and display its value, right? So that comes in handy sometimes. It's good to know about. I just wanted to point it out and show you this is how you do it. And this is the exact same file that we saw in the previous video in the previous example, except I've changed the data that's being passed in. I'm passing in a string here instead of an int. And I said we're going to use parse glob throughout the course. And you notice I'm using parse files. But hopefully after looking at that 2 videos back about parsing and executing templates, parsing and executing files, hopefully you see from the standard library how that all works, because template parse files or template parse glob both give me back a value, a pointer to a template, a value of type, pointer to a template, and an error. But I'm using must, so I don't have to check that error. It's checking it for me. Then I get my TPL, and I execute template, and I specify the template I'm executing. So I'm just using parse files because we're only parsing one file, and I don't have a folder. So anyhow, that's what I'm passing in. So when I run this, because the proof is in the pudding, you can talk about cooking all day long, but unless you cook something, then I can't talk and type apparently at the same time. Yeah, right? It's all talk unless you're actually cooking stuff that tastes good. Cool. There we go. So I passed in the meaning of life, release self-focus, embrace other focus. So that's it. I passed in the data, right? And I took that value and I assigned it to a variable and I printed that variable out.